Hi friends, today I'm making this video for student F1 visa process and how you have to prepare for GRE. In case if you are getting a 220 G1 at visa interview consulate, what are the next steps you have to make it? And recently, if you know, a lot of news we have heard like people are deporting from the US immigration. A lot of students are getting deported from the US immigration to go back to the India. So why it happened? How come we can overcome that? So here I have my friend Tabriz with me. So he came to US on student visa F1 recently a month back, and we both were colleagues. Actually, he worked with me in my company, and he came here on his MS doing on F1 visa to further career options. So yeah, I'll introduce Tabriz. Hi Tabriz.
Hi Priya, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, Tabriz. Thank you for making this. So how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's been a month, still settling in, and
I
yeah,
know.
things are new, excited. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I know. Okay, so can we start on this?
sure.
Yeah. So I prepared few questions. So I'll share my
Mhm.
screen. So we'll go through one after the other. I know you can't reply in Telugu if I ask any questions in Telugu, but you can understand, but you can't reply in Telugu. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll take care
Okay.
of it. Okay, I'll share my screen. Are you able to see my screen, Tabriz?
Yes.
Okay. So we both were working in same organization, in its same team. I know we both were working in the same team. So why you want to do MS? So as you have a very good opportunity in India for the job wise and everything. So why you have taken this decision to do MS in US?
Yeah. So, hello everyone. So the thing is, I mean, I was pretty saturated at a point doing web development, and I also see the latest surge in AI and new technologies. And I also had a thing for, doing masters, but due to COVID, the timeline was shifted and it got delayed. So that's pretty much about it. And then uh, the recent, uh, the recent changes happened in the market, and I was like, this is the right time,
Okay.
before
So
I turn 30. Yeah.
yeah, so you plan to do your MS in 2020 kind of that time itself,
Yeah.
but due to COVID, it was postponed and you did it in 2022, right?
Yes, that
Yeah,
was the plan. Yeah.
that's good. So I know we both are working. So, but did you ever go to any coaching centers to prepare GRE, or you prepared yourself? How you prepared GRE?
Yeah, majorly like as we were working, so didn't had any time for going for any coachings and all. So it was majorly through YouTube uh, that I prepared,
Okay.
and uh, and majorly on maths I invested more than in verbal. So quantitative was something that I focused majorly on.
So how you managed your time? We were working like 8 to 10 hours in the office.
Yeah, so it was majorly on weekends. Like
Mhm.
I would go through the syllabus and the topics that GRE exam would cover, and I would try to grasp those concepts. And yeah, pretty much doing like two, three numericals based on those concepts would help me analyze it.
So
Yeah,
before
and
you are
that's
taking your GRE test, have you attended any mock test on the online, or did you consulted any consultancies for those?
yeah, so definitely there are a lot of resources available on the internet, like sample mock test papers about GRE. So yeah, I have tried a couple of them, but I would say the real test is somewhat similar, but you could also get some new concepts.
Okay. So how you confident before you are taking test GRE, like English, math, those two, right?
Yeah, yeah, quantitative and verbal.
Mhm.
So I was pretty confident about verbal, but it was just the quantitative that needed some work on. And yeah, I focused majorly on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so. I scored like 313, and I think it's a decent score for the kind of preparation that I did, like 3 months. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with that score.
So what is the minimum good score, Tabriz? You got 313. So three
Yeah.
or 300.
So I think a good score starts from 300 plus. Like,
Okay.
yeah, and you can just, if you really want to have like a solid score, anything more than 320 is something which is considered like a 9 out of 10 type.
Okay.
Sorry, you could say 8.5. Yeah, something in
Okay.
that range.
Okay. So during this process, have you taken any of your friends' help, like before taking the GRE test, or you prepare your own? I know you didn't go to any consultancy or any coaching centers, but you did all things by your own by searching in the Google or YouTube, or
Yes.
have you
Yeah,
consulted?
just right. Just following the concepts and making sure I cover with numericals.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty much it. About verbal, I didn't do much. I just looked out some of the sample questions, like what is the expectations, and yeah, I was pretty much fine with verbal.
Okay. So how was the test? So after your preparation, everything you schedule your date, right? So did you felt you did well, or did you feel maybe you will not get the score how much you expected?
I was not like I was not counting like okay, this could be right and all. I just went with my gut feeling, and the good thing about GRE is like the moment you submit the exam, it just shows up the score. So I knew instantly that this is going to be my score.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the analytical writing, where I thought I did well, but yeah, I got like an average score in analytical writing.
You did
So
a
yeah,
in-person or virtual verbal test?
it was virtual.
It was virtual. You scheduled before and it was a virtual, like a Zoom or Teams interview, right?
Yes, yes, that's right.
Okay. So for that verbal, I remember you told me that it was little bit tense, but how you overcome that actually?
So actually, so verbal, the more you stretch, it's gonna only take you back.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, some language is something that should be, sorted like from 3, 4 years of age. Like, you can't just be an expert at language, with 6 months of, training. So yeah, whatever I had, I just went through it, and I'm pretty okay with the score.
Oh, okay.
No much expectations.
Okay. So after completing your GRE test, you were in like choosing the universities, like which university you have to go and do what specialization you have to do. So what kind of groundwork you did and how you like selected your universities? You selected three, four universities and you choose one of
Yeah,
them, right? So
yeah, yeah.
is that actually how you did that?
Yeah, so my main concerns were the first one obviously is the
Mm-hmm.
course that I will take, and the second one being public or private university,
Mm-hmm.
and then the scholarships, and then the location. So, so for me, the course I wanted to do only in computer science, so I was pretty sure about it. So I got like four admits, and then a few of them were private, few of them were public, and I was kind of inclining towards a public university. So that was my second criteria, and then came the thing about scholarship and location. So considering all this, that's how I chose the university.
Okay. So you considered the after completing your university, you need to get the job. So which university have best options also you consider that as well, right?
Yes, yes. So the location, that is what it
The
is. Like
location of
you
the
can get,
university. Okay.
yeah, you get more internship opportunities in summer break, or even after, graduating, you
Okay.
have the job market with you. Yeah.
So can you tell the names? What are the universities you considered before applying to them?
Yeah, so I mean, there were a lot. I just don't recall all of them,
Yeah,
but
at least a
pretty
few.
much, yeah, pretty much. I got an admit from Pace University,
Mm-hmm.
from UALR. It's in Little Rock campus in Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
and there was Clarkson University, which is again in New York, and then the NJIT. I was
Okay.
also interested in Stevens, but considering New Jersey, I was like, I'm gonna go with NJIT rather than Stevens.
Okay. So during this process, one university might have a higher fees, one university have a lower fees.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So in that case, let's say I know you are in NJIT now, so it cost around
Mhm.
how much per SEM actually?
So it's like pretty much like 15 lakhs per semester.
That is
You
only
could
for
consider.
your education fee, like your tuition fee.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
apart
Right.
from that, still we have a lot of things. Your rent,
Yeah.
your everything is there.
Yeah.
But it is 15 lakhs per sem. So in that case, per year it might be 30 plus, right?
Yes. And it's also depends on the subjects that you pick. Like in one semester, if you have three subjects, that's 15 lakhs. But you
Mm-hmm.
can also pick four subjects. So the amount varies based on the subjects you pick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most ideally people would go three subjects in the first sem and so on.
And the one university which you got in Arkansas has less fees.
Oh yes. So there were a lot of other universities. I mean, all the other universities had scholarships of like $10,000, or one even had like 20,000. I don't recall the name, but I dropped all of them. I
Mm-hmm.
just went for NJIT, even though there was no scholarship. Yeah,
So due to
because
your future career, based on that, you
yeah,
selected NJIT.
yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
So how you approached NJIT?
So the thing about NJIT is also that I had one more friend being admitted to the same university, which is why I preferred this.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that friend with an admit. So pretty much he also guided me to the university guidelines and also just submit a new application. You get your admit decision and then just pay some advance for booking the seat, I guess. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you get your I-20.
So to apply in an university, we need to go to their website and do a new application by submitting your
Yeah.
GRE score and your educational certificates.
Yeah. And even the transcripts and all your degree, everything, soft copy.
Okay. So what is the application fees to register into their university?
I don't recall it, but so for registering, there is no fees. It's just when you got an admit and you want to confirm that yes, you are coming,
Okay.
uh, only then you're supposed to pay.
Okay. What after they confirmed? What?
Yeah, so once they confirm, it's like $500. $500 you need to pay, and that's when it's like you're confirmed.
Okay. So once you pay that $500 after you confirmed and they also accepted, after that only they will give I-20 to proceed for the interview, right?
Yes, yes.
So what this I-20 will have? What is this actually I-20 means?
So I-20, I think it's a it's a document like needed for students, and it has your all your details about your university, your advisor details from the university, and the fees that you're gonna be paying, and so it's like basically like a student's all the details that, and it is also needed on the immigration. That
So
is
it is
the
like a
most
approval
important.
form, approval kind of from the university to proceed
Yes,
for the next step to go to the book and in like a visa, right?
correct. Yes.
Visa interview. Okay. So before this going to visa interview or you are preparing from the GRE, do you need to maintain the some amount in your account or at the time of you are going to the interview, it is fine to maintain?
So regarding maintaining the amount, I think it's nothing like that. It's just that so when you apply for the university, they're gonna also ask about your financials,
Oh, okay.
and so you have to showcase all your bank statements and who is gonna sponsor it. If you have all the savings with you, it's good. But in my case, I also had dad, sponsoring some amount. So yeah, so pretty much my dad's bank statement, my bank statement was enough. And once you submit that, that's when they approve of the I-20. And that same
So,
amount is also printed on the I-20. Like my dad is
okay.
sponsoring this much and I'm sponsoring this much, like
Okay. So
myself.
you
Yeah.
showed like a bank statement which you have a some savings amount in your bank account, right? In your
Yes.
account and your father's account.
Yes.
Okay. So if you mention on that amount in I-20, later if you don't have that much funds, will that be a problem?
Yes, definitely, because I mean, no one's gonna check it, but in the visa interview, they're gonna ask about the funds, and of course, you need funds.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Okay, so coming to this visa schedule interview, we have to do biometrics and consulate interview. So where did
Yes,
you schedule these two?
yeah. So for me, it was in the month of December last year, and it
2020.
was in Mumbai. Yeah, it was in Mumbai,
So you are like staying nearby uh,
Bangalore.
Bangalore, so you can go to either Chennai or Bangalore, or even you can come to Hyderabad. But
Yeah.
why you went to Mumbai?
So actually booking visa slots, it's very complicated. It's
Mhm.
like it's very difficult actually. So you have to get a slot, and then it's like there are so many people out there, and I think
Mhm.
for fall intake it was pretty like there were a lot of people coming up. So it was very difficult, and I wanted to go to like I wanted to go to Hyderabad or Delhi, but I couldn't get the slot over there, and the only slot I saw was for Mumbai,
You
and
scheduled
I
by
just went.
yourself. You schedule your visa
Yes,
schedule by yourself. You didn't go through any agent.
no, yeah, just
Okay.
by myself.
Okay. So how long it takes to schedule? Because sometimes slots will be over immediately. Lot of people will try to book the schedules. So as you did
Right.
yourself, how long it takes to get the slot?
So I would say it's just a 30-second window. You have to do everything so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Sometimes you might even select a date for your biometrics, and the moment you land on the next page where you have to select the consultant interview, the slots are gone. So
Mm-hmm.
So, so unless you book both of them, you're not confirmed. So then,
Okay.
so biometrics is of no use. So it's like a two-page process
So
and
what
divided by a
time
captcha.
what time you schedule this? There is a specific time you have to do this, right? Not all the over the day. It is like maybe in the
Uh,
morning.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think there is a specific time because I've seen people booking slots at 2 p.m. in the noon.
Okay. Okay.
Some, yeah, but I would say morning 9 to evening 5 is a good time.
Okay, 9 to 5. Okay. So what is
Yeah.
the visa fees scheduling this slot and biometrics?
So, regarding visa fees, I'm not sure. I think I don't recall it. But once you have, so before booking the slot itself, you need to pay the uh, fees and all. Like your account is active for a year.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, and from there on, you can book your slot.
So it is also same process, right? I remember I came here on H1. So for F1 students also, you have to fill the DS-160 form and
Yes,
take that
that's right.
form and go to that visa portal.
Yeah,
Then you have to upload your details along with the DS-160 and pay the fees. Same process.
correct. Yes, yes,
Ah,
absolutely.
okay. Then it might be around some 6,000 or 7,000 INR in the INR in Indian rupees, I believe. Something like that, right? I, even I
Not
forgot
sure.
because my thing is I did it in 3 years back. Yeah,
Hmm.
that is fine. So, yeah, you attended your F1 visa interview in December or January?
It was in December.
December. Okay. So,
Yeah.
how it was like? What are the questions you faced at consulate?
Yeah, so it was pretty wild journey, I would say. So,
Mhm.
so in December, I think in the second week I had the biometrics, and in the last week, 23rd December, I had the interview.
Mhm.
And so probably it was all basic questions like what is your intent and all. And looking at my work experience, he had a question like why you want to do masters now and which all university. So I already had an admit like I-20 from another university, and he asked about if you have any other admits. So I told him everything, and then so there was this last question where he asked like if you what is the purpose and what are you intend to doing. do after master. What is your intent of specialization in computer science? To which, I was obviously the reason why I was doing this whole master's was for artificial intelligence and machine learning. I wanted to explore those uh, things, and so I said the same. To which I think it's pretty much the same for everyone in Mumbai. So they give you this slip, which is called 221G.
Mm-hmm.
And so if there's like any advanced course that you're doing, I think that's when they give you this slip. And so this is not like a reject, but it also doesn't mean that your visa is approved.
Okay.
And I had no idea what this is. So yeah.
So after that, how you proceeded? So they have given a 221G slip. As you're doing advanced course, they were asking additional documents or something like you have to submit some letter from your side or some your university.
Yeah.
What is the next
Right.
step?
So on the slip, there are a lot of points mentioned, like you need to showcase your work experience, also a letter from your manager who has worked closely with you, also about your, everything. So it's basically like even financial stuff, even your resume.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a long process. Some people say on an average it takes like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, luckily, yeah, mine was also like a 2 months of timeline to get it resolved. So once you submit your document, you need to keep track of your application on the portal, and then it's just gonna showcase one day, like okay, it's in process, and and one day it's gonna just show either it got rejected or approved. So it's
So
same like
you prepared the like content of what the document looks like, and you got it from the our organization or
No, nothing like that. It's just that we have to prepare. I mean, there is nothing to prepare. You just need to submit all the proofs,
okay.
soft copy, and you just need to mail them.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
there is a portal after 221G. There is a portal you need to submit all those documents in that portal, or you need to email them.
Yeah, you need to email them, and uh, just need to follow up with the emails. And the portal is, I think, very similar. It's just your DS-160,
Okay.
number. You need to put that, and you need to track your status.
So the
So
email
yeah.
you have sent all the documents, which is given at the consulate, or it is a common email ID. Everyone has to send their documents.
So it's a different email for every consulate. So
Oh,
this one was for Mumbai. Yeah.
okay. So it is a specific to your region, Mumbai region. They have
Yeah.
given the consulate. Okay. So it has taken that 2 months to clear your 221J status to approval, right?
Yes, that's right.
So during this process, while you're submitting your documents, did you felt any tense or stress like that, whether your visa will get approved or not?
Yeah, because obviously, not gonna lie, there were a lot of things happening around. Like I was like, I never heard about this, and whatever I did the research, people were saying it's gonna take somewhere like 6 months as well. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe I was lucky. It just took me 2 months
Okay.
so to get the clearance. So yeah, I mean, I had no idea. I left my job and I thought I'm just gonna get my visa approved and go ahead. But yeah, I had to wait like 2 months, and then probably I had to also defer the admit.
Okay.
Yeah, so once I got the 221G slip, definitely it took. So my starting date was 17 Jan when
Mm-hmm.
the classes start, and I was just hoping that maybe I'll get an approval,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't. It took me more than that, and in the next month or so, I got it approved.
Okay.
The visa was approved. Yeah, so I had to defer and again follow up with the university.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they issue a new I-20.
Then issue a new I-20 for this August, like September sem, which started 2 weeks back, right?
Yes, that's right. The
Okay.
fall intake.
The following. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So for the flight charges, everything you booked yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So during this whole process, you never consulted any consultancies. You did everything by your own.
Yeah, pretty much my own. And also there are a lot of groups and communities on Telegram and, just following up with people who also receive 2 to 1G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you just gone through some Telegram groups or some Google. How come we have to overcome that situation to get an visa approval, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. So then you travel here in August. So how much your flight charges and how is your experience?
Yeah, so regarding flight, I think it's the best time is to book like 6 to 5 months before your plan. So
Okay.
that's like the cheapest you can find.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my flight costed 90,000.
Mm-hmm.
It was Emirates, Bangalore to Dubai and Dubai to JFK.
Okay. So before you're flying to US, have you heard any news or something like that? People are like students are deporting from US immigration due to not answering to their questions properly or something other behavioral changes. Did you heard about those incidents?
Yeah, I've heard like, but I wasn't like bothered about it because
Mhm.
I've already been to do 1G, so I was pretty sure that all my documents and all the things have been
Accurate and
already
okay.
verified.
So you're
Yeah.
confident because you did everything correctly and you have showed all the documents as you get the 221G. So you are
Yes.
very clear. Even though if
Yeah.
immigration asks, you have everything to show.
Yes, that's right.
Right. So okay. So once you landed here at the immigration, so what questions you faced? Did they ask any questions or did they check your documents and send entering into the US country? Or what?
Yeah.
How was your experience there?
Yeah. So on the immigration, all you need is your I-20 and passport.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just gonna take your service ID from your I-20 and they're just gonna match if it's the right person. And pretty much they're gonna ask a couple of questions. So to me, again, he asked like, when did you graduate and what were you doing after that? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much like 3, 4 questions. And then if you're carrying anything like alcohol or, something, yeah. And then you just say yes, no. That's pretty much it. Immigration was pretty smooth.
So you graduated like 3, 4 years back and you did a job in India and you are coming here MS. So did they
Yeah.
ask why you want to do after doing a job MS now this time?
No, they didn't ask anything like that, but this was more in visa interview where they
Mhm.
asked this. And yeah, that's what I told them that I want to, learn the new trending technologies, AI, and yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty much it.
So in which location you had this immigration in New Jersey or?
Yeah, so it was in JFK, New York. Yeah.
Okay. So did they check your bags and all the documents or only ask these questions and verify only I-20?
Yeah, it was nothing like this, like no bag checking, nothing. It's just you just give your I-20 and your passport, and that was pretty much it.
Okay. So here I'm just asking, so as lot of students are going back, what do you think what they are doing the mistake? Maybe you have analyzed, right, from your point before you are coming also, you should maybe analyze from your point uh, how it will be like, what questions you may face. So what is your suggestions to the students who are coming here? How come they can answer?
Mm. Yeah, so regarding that, I think just don't stress out and just be confident.
Mhm.
You have your all your documents with you, so I think there is nothing to worry about.
Mhm.
So immigration is, I don't think it's very difficult, but yeah, when I heard the news about the deporting, even I was shocked. I had no idea what happened.
Mhm.
So even I'm not sure what really happened there.
Okay. Okay. So did they ask you to show the financial bank statements at the immigration?
No, not really.
Okay. They didn't ask anything like which university you are going. Did they ask any questions like that?
That was just three questions like when did you graduate and like I think it was the other two questions were if you're carrying any alcohol with you
Mm.
or yeah
Oh,
that was pretty much it.
okay. Okay. Yeah, but apart from that, to add on these students who are coming from India, so as you said, they should not be in stress and they have to give a proper answers with very confidence what they are doing, which place they are going. If they are doing immigration in a different location, they have to say why they are landing there and when they are going to their universities. They should have everything correctly instead of making stress out and giving an answers in a tense.
Yeah.
Students has to remember this.
Right, and there is one main question I forgot about immigration. So they definitely asked this question, and they did ask me as well, like where are you staying? Like where are
Mm-hmm.
you going to stay, and how did you found this place, and how much are you paying? Like everything, So you should know the address properly where you're going to stay, and they might ask you like how did you come to know? So for me, it was like I had friends already who were in
Yes,
spring.
as
So
you have
yeah,
already friends in university, you went there itself with their address, right?
right. Yes,
Okay.
that's pretty
So it
much.
is very important to make sure where you are going to stay and you have to properly communicate at the immigration time. In case if
Yeah.
we are giving a wrong answers, wrong answers in the sense, for example, if you're staying in a relative's home for a week and going there also,
Hmm.
should be very clear why you are going to
Yes.
be there for a week or something. We need to
Right.
be like giving a clear idea. They are my relatives, so for a week to settle down. Maybe I'm staying there and going back to the dorm places where university is nearby, right?
Correct. Yes, that's the intent. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we are good with this. But finally, what is your suggestions to students? Is this right time to come here and how you will say that to prepare even the people while studying in the engineering itself, they want to do some uh, GRE test and all, right? Is it very hard or you will what you say to them, to the students at the current situation? Because lot happening actually.
Yeah. So I think so obviously because of the recession, the job is pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
Searching for internships and all. Plus, I think just like me, there are a lot of people who postponed their masters because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So this fall intake was, I think, pretty big. Like I saw a lot of students, and I heard from the seniors as well that there were a lot of students who are planning to do masters. So yeah, it's like it's growing, and there are a lot of students. So think about it, like plan well, plan accordingly,
Yeah.
and if you think you are good in India, like maybe even get a work experience at least like 2 years, so that you can have some profile or some confidence when you come here for the masters.
Yeah, I believe that is the right option of people who don't have a very good financial situation in India after doing the BTech, immediately coming over here for the MS. At least do a job for 2, 3 years over there in India, settle down and
Yes.
come. That is a very good option
Yeah.
because you will have a more experience, and once you complete your MS, also we can find out the jobs.
Yes, yes, that's the whole point.
Yeah, if they settled well and good, they can do after BTech itself. It's up to there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yes.
because people are going back, spending their own flight charges, losing everything,
Mm. Yeah,
the good knowledge and get everything in a proper documents, be prepared and
right.
come, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
So that at
absolutely.
least our parents will be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks a lot, Tabriz. I'm done with all my questions, but if you want to add anything in the last, you're more welcome to add.
I would say just, follow your dream, follow your passion,
Mm.
and always like never feel that you're, like there's this thing like if you feel too comfortable in a spot, then you're at the wrong spot. You should always keep challenging yourself, keep growing, keep learning.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all I would say. Yeah, just follow your passion.
Yes, that is very important. Follow your passion. Don't do if someone says that go for this, go for that. Do whatever you
Yeah,
want. That's very
yes, yes.
important. So to
Yeah,
achieve our goals. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tabriz. If I have any questions, if I get any comments, also will forward to you. Maybe you can reply.
yeah.
No? Thank you. Thank you
Sure,
so
sure.
much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.